Alright, part two. Here we are, Tiara Street, North Hollywood on Laurel Canyon and Tiara. Make a little left, or a little right, and right there, this little junky place that's getting a renovation is Musonia. This is the front of the school. And right here, that little window is where like people would wait to go in, or if your mom was driving you, like my mom would drive me and my friend George. He would take bass lessons, I would take guitar lessons. He took lessons from Tony Cavazzo, who was in, well, Carlos was in Quiet Riot, obviously, took the place of Randy, and Tony and Carlos were in a band called Snow before that. And they were contemporaries also of Quiet Riot and all the others. Motley Crue now. I mean, when Quiet Riot was already dead and gone and Dubrow was starting to do his thing, Motley Crue was getting big and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so then everything is starting to get crazy. And then all of a sudden, boom, Randy's dead. And everybody's after his job. No one thought Jakey Lee would get it. Because he's a Jakey Lee's an idiot. And that was quickly found out. I mean, if you can get on Ozzy's nerves, you know you're an idiot. So this is it. Musonia School of Music. That's a really cool sign. And if anybody tries to take that, they will be killed. And then you go up here, caution it says, but I throw caution to the wind. We'll go in there and I'll show you the little thing, the window. This is where everybody would sit. Gosh, it looks exactly the same. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks exactly the same. And then over here, and that's where you'd sit, and then you go in the back where the guitar lessons were. Here's a little desk. And I guess pretty much Kelly or Doug or whoever runs this now. But it's almost like frozen in time. It's amazing to me. It was a lot cleaner back then. What is this? Delivered to Hollywood. Very funny. See, if you look back there, you can see some Randy Rhoads stuff. Some pictures. Some copies of a V. Big copies of V's. Little V's. Cool pictures. I gave her one and then I took it back. She said, who knows what's going to happen to this, and I didn't want anything to happen to do it. So I took it back. But there's a thing for the wine bottle. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll try to close up on it. It looks like stuff that was probably out at the Valley View or Mountain View Cemetery, whatever it's called. So this is it. This is like it. Musonia. Fine musical instruments, even though sales and repair. I never seen them sell or repair anything. Yeah, there's a lot of Randy stuff in there, a ton. A lot of huge, gigantic polka dot V's. And there's a painting of him with the Concorde. Yeah, there's the do-up of the wine bottle. Tons of books and pictures. Hopefully you guys can see it. Can you? I hope so. You see that picture? Or that? No, I don't know. We'll see. Let's go around back. See if anybody's home. See if Doug's here. He usually just wanders around here. He's kind of like a ghost. His mind is kind of like a ghost too. That's a whole other thing. So we're finishing up this thing that I started over a year ago because I put the wrong music on. But this is the back of it. And if you look straight, now we're in the back. you look straight over there, the first door is Randy's room. And he'd have his little amp in there and a little chair, little tube music stands, and then you'd bring your little amp, or he'd have an amp for you, and there you'd teach. And then we had other rooms. You know, he had bass teachers, drum teachers, you know. Drew was a drum teacher here, Drew Forsyth. So there was guitar, you know, trumpets, violins, piano, and then we'd all get together in this big room. This is actually a big room, big music room. Get together once a week, all the guitar students, like the top ones, the bass, the drummers, a couple of drummers, and that would be basically it. And we'd all just jam. Looks like they re-roofed that, so they are fixing it up. Maybe they're just gonna... Yeah, this has been painted. I mean, very recently. This looked like crap last year, so they are fixing it up. Good. I wonder where they're getting the money. Probably from the lawsuits against that Peter guy. Or who knows, the Osbournes kick in some money every once in a while, so they still feel bad about what happened. They still feel responsible. They're not. The bus driver was the one that's responsible. But it doesn't look like there's no Kellys lurking about or any Dougs. Yeah, they re-roofed it. It looks nice. This looks pretty good. And they're going to redo all the front, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to get hold of Doug Kelly, whatever his name is. Randy's brother. What should I call him, Doug or Kelly? I think I'll just stick with Kelly, since that's what he wants to be called. He doesn't like Doug. It's not rock and roll enough. And there's a little teeny side of Musonia that no one sees. The gas meters and water. There's the old sign. Holy crap, holy. Can you see that? That is the old neon sign. If they get that going and make this into like a Randy Rhoads museum, that would be amazing. Look at that thing. It's just falling apart, but it's so cool. Holy crap. That would be something even tempting for me to do. That'd be a lot of work. That lighting would not be cheap to get redone, but they're redoing this, so I don't know if he's redoing it to sell it or redoing it to have a place for Rhoads fans to come to and all that crap. So we'll see. So from here I'm gonna go back into Burbank and go to the church where the funeral was, and that's it. All right. So that's it. This is Musonia. They're fixing it up. That's good. Got a new roof, new paint, working on the front. All right. This is part 2 of Randy Rhoads Field Trip Burbank. Now we're in North Hollywood at Musonia. Now leaving to go to the Lutheran Church in Burbank where his funeral was. And I am not driving out to San Bernardino today. That's for another time.